Welcome to episode 22 of Johan Explains. And this is the first time ever I'm returning to a track that I covered in a previous episode. But more importantly, this is the first time ever I'm redoing a video from scratch, because I uploaded version 1 and I messed up. I was wrong. And I'm so sorry about that. This is really embarrassing. But so now here is version 2.0 and everything should be good to go. And we're talking about Genesis' Watcher of the Skies and the dramatic dynamic section. Hi, my name is Johan Stensland, and today we're going to take a look at Genesis' Watcher of the Skies, the dramatic dynamic section. Before we start today's video, if you like my content, please hit that like and subscribe button. It really means a lot to me, and it enables me to make more of these videos. Thank you so much. Watcher of the Skies, together with Supper's Ready, they appear on Foxtrot, the album, which was released back in 1972. I was 9, but I didn't hear Watcher of the Skies until in my teens. And especially the intro really floored me, because I think it's one of the most enigmatic and beautiful and unusual intros of all times. I made a video about that and should be like a card here. But now we're going to take a look at a part which is kind of the intro to the outro, the instrumental outro, the dynamic dramatic section I call it. The basic pattern in Watcher of the Skies, the song is in 6/4. And that is not so hard to figure out. You hear the song a couple of times and you get it after a while. But then in the dramatic dynamic section, they let loose something that to me in my youth sounded like it sounded like an eruption of something that felt chaotic and random, and I could not figure it out. But today I'm gonna tell you how this works, how you can count it, and how you can play it. And it's not hard, but it's kind of an unusual way of counting things. At least that's what I think. So I'm going to take you into Reaper and we're going to see everything, and I'm going to show you how we do this, how you can play it. But we're going to do what we usually do in these episodes. Going to play you my little playthrough first, and then we talk about it after. So there you have it, my little playthrough, and I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun doing that, and for you who heard the first version where I messed up, sorry about that, and I hope you enjoyed this version where I got it right. Thanks for your patience. Before we take on that final eruption of notes, that rhythm, which is kind of hard, I'm going to talk a little bit about the harmonies. When I was younger, when I heard this, I heard a sparse chord like this. But when I started to listening more closely, there was something that was not right. And when I arrived at the final A minor, it didn't sound right. And then I started to listen more carefully, and I figured out that what he plays, what I think he plays, is first we have that, and then and again, and then we have A major, and back, and A minor. That's what I think he plays. And I think that's pretty cool. Now, of course, I've taken a simplistic approach here and talk about A minor and A minor, and I didn't even name this chord. If you should be correct, we're in the key of F sharp. And this A major, when you have the root note F sharp, is of course F sharp minor, minor 7. You have the third, you have the fifth, and you have the minor 7. And this beautiful chord is then the same, but we have a sharp 6. And when we go to A minor, that's a pretty cool chord, which is like you have a flat 5 in there. So you can view it both ways. Now let's talk about this crazy rhythm pattern, what I call the eruption of just bum, 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 bum. There are 3 things that make this thing hard. And one is that it's fast. It goes really fast. And the other is that they changed the meter from 6/4 to 4/4. And the third is that if you try to feel the pulse like this, to tap it, chances are you're gonna get lost, because that's not how I think about this at all. And I think it's not a good way to try to learn this. There's a much simpler way of doing it. I'm gonna talk you through it first, because when you get it, it's not that hard to do it slow, but then you have to like speed it up slowly until you like have it. So here's how I think about this. We have slow accents and fast accents. In theory, we can think of them as 8 notes and 16 notes, but we don't have to do that, and actually it gets harder because it's not really correct. But anyway, we have fast, and those are the daga 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 dang, and we have slow, which is dang 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 dang, like that. And what you need to remember is 4, 5, 4, 3. That's it. 4, 5, 4, 3. And those are the fast ones, the groups of the fast ones. And what happens on top of that is that after the first and the second group, the 4 and the 5, we have 3 slow accents. So if we do it really slowly and break it down, it is something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And that adds up to 8 bars. So we're suddenly in 4/4, which is one of the difficulties I talked about. And then we rinse and repeat. We do it one more time. So it's the same pattern twice. So let's do it in time, but slowly. You ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, slow, slow, slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, slow, slow, slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. There it is. And then we repeat. So now I'm going to play it in Reaper for you and at about half speed. And you're going to see my mouth counting it. The 1, 2, 3, 4, slow, 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 like that. And see if you can count along with me. Are you ready? Did you get that? Not that hard, but the original goes by twice as fast. It goes like this. Another difficulty that I talked about is that it's really hard to do this, at least it is for me, when you have the steady pulse. And that's why I couldn't figure it out when I was younger, because I was hell-bent on feeling that pulse, and then I got all lost. So I'm going to introduce the metronome, and you can judge for yourself if that helps. Now, here we go. Now tell me if that helps. It doesn't help me. It throws me over the cliff, and I'm like, whoa! It doesn't work for me. Maybe it works for you, but it doesn't work for me. So the simplest way of doing this, it is to count the groups and the slow and the fast ones, like I told you. That's what I think. So there you have it, the dramatic dynamic section of Watcher of the Skies by Genesis. I hope you learned something, and I hope you found the video a little bit entertaining, and I hope you can forgive me if you heard the first version where I messed up a little bit. If you like my content, please hit that like and subscribe button. It really means a lot to me. Thank you so much for watching.